get you motherfuckers there so we can run that.
Yes.
What up, YouTube? What up, all y'all that's going to be here in the chat here in a moment, or the ones that's going to re-review this video after it's no longer live? Man, there seemed to be some hype on when I was posting about these guys. So apparently a lot of y'all know who these guys are. So even though I'm going to let them give an introduction, it's still kind of cool to get the hype about it going. A lot of y'all was very interested in this, so I'm super pumped to sit back, chit-chat with these guys. And then see what topics come about. So if you've seen this channel before, seen this episodes before, you know what it's about to be. This one is episode 17, so I'm super excited about it. If you didn't catch the last one, though, where I had Mark from Speedsoft Australia on here with me, that was a great conversation. A lot of things were seen, heard, and it'd be a good one to go back and review. But I'm not going to spend too much time chit-chatting. I'm going to let these guys, because they are some popular guys, get into the conversation. If you have a question for anything, feel free to drop it in this chat. But y'all know how it is. We're just going to sit back and kick it. Nonetheless, though, man, almost said five. Off-White, tell me, my man. Tell me who y'all are, where you come from. Give me the rundown. I got to know who you are.
All right, so I started out in the DMV area, a real hungry area. I basically was on a local team before here. I played just pretty much in local tournaments, and I met Black, who unfortunately he's sick, he's not going to the day, so he's not here with us. I met him down at SS. I pushed my team to go down to SS and give it a try. And I got addicted. My team, the team that I was with at the time, didn't want to. Me and Black started talking, and it was. I mean, it's history from there. You know what I mean?
So I mean, so how long has HSA HSA been together? As a whole, as a whole, how you are now? How long y'all been playing together?
We've actually only competed together in a 5-man 2 times.
Oh man, and y'all are killing it if you're getting a popularity already like this. This is cool.
Well, that's where you get the work of the players individually.
Okay.
Because you have your individual players who are doing their own thing. You've got Scotto, he's constantly traveling around. I was in the East Coast region. I actually finished 3rd in the championship.
Hell yeah.
For the East Coast. And it's just a lot of the footwork, and we travel, we move around, and when we compete, we're aggressive. And it's not just a team, we're more of a family than anything else. These dudes are my brothers. I love these guys to death, yeah.
I can totally relate with that type. I like that the solo. That y'all play solo outside of a team and create your own characters like that come together. I think that's important.
We'll grab pickup guys and just go play if we can't get everybody together. But now this year is going to be different because everybody's life schedule isn't so messed up. So it'll be more than 2 tournaments that we're going to be in this year. This year we're going to be constant at an event somewhere doing something.
Hell yeah!
So it's only up from here. It's up from here.
That's good. I like the goals for it too. Is SS is that y'all's main field that y'all always play at or anything like that, or is that just like one you like to go to a lot?
Currently, that's the one that we've been to the most.
Okay.
That we tend to travel to. And now that we've got the other fields and stuff that are travel more situated, now we're going to be able to start hitting the other fields. So we will be at SS Airsoft on April 2nd. And
We'll be there.
Anybody
We'll be there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be there, yo. Like, listen, it is going to probably be one of the hottest events in the East Coast. Like, if you can make it, like, if you're watching, like, get there. Like, you don't want to miss it.
So, just so that everybody knows what he's talking about, the second, and correct me if I'm wrong, isn't it the 12-year anniversary for SS?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
So it's going to be the 12-year anniversary for SS. I know me, Steve, and a few other guys done said, yeah, we're going. So, yeah, your CR face is up there. Don't miss it. It's supposed to be hot.
Yeah, which is a 3-day event, if I'm understanding that correctly. There's a Friday that things are going on, the Saturday, and the Sunday. Is Sunday the actual tournament?
Yeah,
Okay.
Sunday. I think Sunday is going to be when they let us get on the field. I think Saturday is going to be mostly vendors, and then Friday, I don't know what Steve and Dennis have planned. But I know he.
I think it was a meet and greet, if I read it correctly, or something like that. So.
Maybe, I don't know. They're solid ass people, and actually RGK is going to be there. Random guy Kev, he'll be down there too. I'm excited to see him. That's a familiar fame. I've known the guy. He's very genuine, very good dude to be around. So there's going to be a lot of familiar faces there, and a lot of friends that I haven't gotten to see, and that I look forward to seeing when we all get there. And so yeah, it's going to be lit. It's going to be a fun weekend.
Hell
Even
yeah.
outside of the airsoft, shit is going to be a blast because you're getting ready to put all of us in the same spot. Man,
It's gonna be wild.
This is going to be the one to be at right here. This is going to be
It's going to be wild. I have no doubt about
Saturday's
that.
going to be insane.
See, I was trying to hit up the GE in the middle of all that at some point. That one that's in the mall that I keep hearing about.
Hit it Friday.
Listen,
Friday.
GE, the dude at GE, Kevin, the entire staff there is absolutely fucking solid.
I had
We
a
go
phenomenal experience.
Yeah, they make it like home. Like we couldn't even find a place to sit. Man, he dragged shit out and like here, so gave us a spot to set up. Like they are genuinely good people. Like I really like, and they're if you really want to, they're aggressive there. So if you
Good.
really want to,
That's what we like. We're aggressive as well.
They let you get that energy out. You know what I mean? So
Good.
it's a good place to play at if you even as a beginner, man. It's good enough to where you can kind of come out and fall back a little bit. So they've got it set up to be versatile, but it's definitely almost wide open. It's great. It's a good field. Y'all got to check it out.
Absolutely. Like, if you're into the Speed QB side of stuff, I think it is a phenomenal field to get some really excellent practice in. Like, it's a bigger field. It's pretty large. It's a pretty massive area, honestly. But the way the layout is perfect for Speed QB style of, like, hop shot, rushes, squad battles. Like, it's perfect.
Yeah, the videos that I've seen of it look hella dope.
Yeah, it's a good place to check out. I think you know what, we might have to hit that shit together. Yeah.
Shout out on that. I believe that's Saturday for the boys. I think that's their home field. So shout out to them guys. I see them in here. Phenomenal field, dudes.
Yep.
Facts.
They did them boys right, man. You walk in, dude, there's pictures of them in the window and shit. It's real fancy looking.
That's
You know what I
good.
mean, they did that.
That's good.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's real awesome to see. Like, I thought that was one of the coolest parts, and I know Ben from Blowback Masters was with us. That was so awesome because that's the first time myself too, with him, got to see that kind of how they got it set up like that. You got this huge glass area where just people there to shop can watch you play, and they just like. You could see new people coming in from that. Like I saw some people coming in with rentals and just from watching us through the window. Just
You in there showing off, wasn't you, Houdini? You was in there showing out.
I had a blast. You saw that. I showed you that, didn't I? Yeah.
Hell yeah, it looked fun as hell.
Yeah, it was fun.
See, I like that too. You said that it's a place where you can play aggressive. I mean, I've been to a few fields where they don't really care for aggression like that. It's just like, man, we're just trying to play like normal, you know?
No, when you're running and sliding and shit, they understand. They know the energy that you're getting out. They know sometimes you come with friends and you just want to fucking wild out. Like they keep a good handle on the group, so it's fun for everyone, whether it's beginner or experienced. But as an experienced player, when you run or you slide or something like that, they're not going to out you off the field for it.
That's good.
You know what I mean?
That's good.
So it's one of those places, and there's not really like an engagement distance type thing, and
oh, thank God.
Like I don't really like the engagement distance thing. Someone runs past, it's like if it's a close encounter, I've been this far from somebody and somebody misses their shot. You know what I mean? But just because you say bang kill before me, I've got to call that. Yeah. I've had this situation where it's like you're holding an angle and somebody runs past and they're just like bang kill. They don't even look at you, nothing. They're just running past you and you're like, well, how do I know if he even had his gun? Because he just ran by so fast. He might have ran by like this and was like bang kill and just kept running. But if he'd actually had to pull the trigger, he wouldn't have got that hit. I'd like to see it. You know what I mean? But they don't play it like that.
Houdini, how would you kill that whole room though?
I knew there was a whole room of people, and there was just like all I got to do is look at you to kill you. I'm sliding in and I'm spinning. Thank you. All of you was dead. Everybody in the room is dead. My eyes are active grenades. Like, you're all dead.
It looked like a Superman with lasers and shit going around.
You're all dead. You just got Superman, fool. You're done.
He dead.
Yeah. No, man. That's, had me cracking up.
I actually, that story comes from Airsoft Arena in Waukegan, Illinois. I went out there and checked the place out. It was like a little indoor field. Was a little bit wide open, but man, I'm telling you, the second you put a dye mask on, you're public enemy number one in that arena. And I know some of the speedsoft guys that actually play there, and they're like, man, they look for a reason to kick you out. Like they
I hate that too. I hate that animosity towards us like that. I mean, it's something we was talking about with Mark from Speedsoft Australia last week. Is just kind of taking that back. Like. People that naturally walk in and got a dye mask on, you automatically receive the hate, and it's like, man, we don't necessarily associate with all of the bad parts of it, the toxicity of it, man. Like, man, we're just here. At the end of the day, I'm going up there and I'm buying a 6mm BB the same way you are, and sending it out a barrel the same way, and whether I'm in Milsom or I got a dye mask on and 17 different colors on, we may have 2 different play styles, but we're still playing airsoft. So
I've heard the diversity in every angle, and it's that because no matter what side of the fence you're on, even on that side of the fence, you got somebody trying to build another little fence.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's true.
Why are you doing this? Like, I've heard it. Even with look, and I won't even use Milsummer, so people don't think that I'm picking on Milsummer, but. Even with speedsoft, man, you'll hear some of them say, that gun is more
paintball.
Oh! We've had this conversation.
It doesn't have a stock on it, or it doesn't have a grip on it. It's like your tank is on your gun. You might as well go play paintball. Or because the way I have my belt set up, that makes me a paintballer. Then I should go play paintball. Fuck no, paint's too expensive. I'm good with that. But
facts.
It's like so it doesn't matter that you're a speedsofter and you're with another speedsofter because he might look at your gun and go fucking paintballer and you're going fucking cringe boy, and that's really the diversity that's there. And it's like you have the same thing on the Milsim side. They have their little quarrels or whatever.
Yeah. Look, like little cliques they got going on of different. I would agree with that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's we put all the diversity. Period. The better it's going to be for this sport and give it more room to grow.
Absolutely.
Because before it was a hobby. Now it's a sport. You got people literally in different countries doing the same damn thing. That's a sport to me. It doesn't matter if it's a major sport or not. This is now a sport. Like, and the people who play it are mostly out of pocket.
No dog paintball. Like, I started in paintball, Airsoft came around, and honestly, I just think it's better. It shoots more accurately. There's a lot more tuning you can do. There's just so many aspects to it. But paintball is still hella fun, no doubt. Like,
Plus, we got like different positions and different guns for each position. Like it feels a lot more realistic. And the fact that they actually shoot straight and you don't have to lob it, or like buy the most expensive BBs or paint, whatever, just to be able to make it shoot accurately. Like that changed the game. And customization too.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah, the customization of it.
Yeah, like
it looks like PRA is going to make it back to SS again. So shout out to them. I believe they pulled the dub on the last tourney.
Yes.
Yeah. So shout out to them.
I know.
Put in mad work.
Yeah, I know a bunch of those guys on PRA and very skilled guys. They're I enjoy playing with them. You know what I mean? They're consistent at SS airsoft. That's like their main field. I believe they went to regionals last season with SAP-D.
You talking about HDK? We was there last year.
So.
PBZ was there last year. Yeah.
PBZ was up in there. They ran Nashville. They ran through Nashville like it wasn't crap, but that's all right. Praetorian's coming on up.
Man, yes, dude. I'm still so pumped for them, man. Like I am.
No, that's where I started, and there are a lot of my brothers. I've known them for years, and I got a hit up from Off-White here. Got to meet up with them at SS and run with them, and HSA's pulling a lot of the stuff that I've personally, as an individual, have been wanting to do a lot of, and I couldn't pass it up, man. I really couldn't, and got to getting to know all of you. It's been awesome. I love the whole crew so far. Like I don't have no problems. Once I found out that you guys held your integrity as high as what we did over on the Praetorians team, it was like damn near a no-brainer. It's hard to find. I hate to say this, but it's true. It's hard to find honest teams. It is. It's very hard to find honest teams. So
I agree with that.
I think with that, it's not the people; it's more the ego. You know what I mean?
They both play hand in hand. I agree. Yeah.
So,
totally.
So I believe that if everybody just let go of the ego, like listen, like I don't care who's watching this. Like I don't care where you're at, what style of gun you play with, whether you do or you don't play paintball on your off time. I don't care if you're a mill simmer. We all have the same interest. And a lot of the times when we show up to these events, we're there for the same purpose. So yeah, it's cool. Be competitive while we're there. But after it's all said and done, bro, like we came for the same fucking purpose. Put your egos down and let that shit go. You know what I mean? Because in the end, we are especially now, the players now, you know what I mean, we are the face of this sport now, whether we like it or not. People look at us like an example. You know, the bigger teams, like HSA, like we took the fuck off, and we never even expected to. But people look at us like an example. A lot of people look at us as an example, and they're like, "Look, these guys are spread out, and somehow they know how to communicate and blah blah blah." And I think every team has room to improve on their communication. And we're no better. But in the end, we setting the example need to show people that we're competitive on the field, but off the field, we're all a close knit
community.
You know? Yeah. That's what we are. Like everybody knows everybody. If somebody blows up and gets really good at the sport, we tend to know about it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. We may not comment or talk to them, but you know, we watch. Like, all right, motherfucker, we see you. If I see you at the field, we're gonna see about you. You know what I mean? But it's all in respect. It's all in fun. You know what I mean? In the sport. So.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just letting y'all know, prodigy in the making, right here. Prodigy in the making, right here.
Yeah, I agree with what you said.
Y'all see that? We call him Roadrunner, and we'll be y'all see him next season. Y'all watch out.
Hey, watch out.
Yeah, I agree with what you said. And I mean, we've talked about that before. I make the same statement over and over. It's you're my enemy for 3 minutes. So when the horn blows, you are my enemy. You're in a loving kind of way, not like you're really my enemy, like I'm gonna kill you.
Right.
But you are my enemy. You're my target. After 3 minutes, we homies again. When the horn blows, the game's over. We're cool. But for 3 minutes, I don't like you. You don't like me. I'm trying to kill you and eliminate you and let you hang out in the dead box as long as I can.
Right.
But all in a good way, and even and we've had a discussion with kind of a good hype, talking shit to each other in a good way, to rile each other up, just if we're saying it to Houdini or something, all right, we're gonna see you out there on the field. We're gonna, he knows it's all love, like we're talking shit, but it's just like we'll see y'all out there.
Fist bump, but as soon as we cross that plane, it's like I got you.
Now babies are slinging. But that's
get a little shit talking in the game.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, absolutely.
Listen, it makes it fun, and even the pregame shit talk, like we all know it's cool. We all know it's fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and
ain't no reason. I seen a lot of
that crap.
And a bunch of some trash talk, and it's like, come on, bro. Like,
I mean, I got some footage playing against PBZ here. Times we've actually got to play you guys where
that's true.
We talk crap to each other. I'll get smacked and I'm in the dead box laughing. That fucker got me.
we just watch you taunt our little man that Saturday over there taunting him. Houdini's over he's on the plexi taunting TJ. TJ got the best of him.
Oh, he nicked my knuckle. He got my knuckle. I told him, I said, bro, if it would have been any lighter of a hit, I would not have known it.
Yeah. Just enough to let you know.
You're on. I told him, I said, all right, youngin, you're on radar now, buddy. You're on that radar now. I got you. Your number's in there. So, good competition, though. Really good player. To be so young, you guys got a diamond in the rough.
Yes, we know it. We know it.
We know it. Like, and he's one of those teachable players at any moment in the time. Like, we could be doing anything, anywhere, and y'all, I've done it. I'm assuming y'all done it. Like, even out in public, you just get into a position to where it looks like, we're standing off, and we just air grab guns and start messing with each other.
Yep.
But yeah, he's teachable on the field, off the field, in the middle of a moment, just anything. And as soon as you tell him something, it sticks. Like, he knows what's going on. He knows what to do next.
And that's really good.
So I was hoping he would take the bait, like several have done. And if you watch on the plexi, I was banging left and right there for a minute, just trying to get him to play both sides. And then I tried to squeeze him to the left, and I kept going left and left and left. He kept banging with me, battling it out. And I'm like, if I can keep him consistently on this side, I'm sweeping the right. As soon as I banged left and I took a stutter step to come around, he jump shot and hit the plexi. I was like, oh.
He was ready for you. He pulling his card.
Oh, yeah. Dirty guy, so you're going to make me work for it. Okay. So he didn't fall for the bait. I give it to him. He did not stick going to that left because as soon as he tucked, I was coming around. And he pulled that jump shot and it made me, I had to pull back. I had to think about it. I'm sitting here thinking if I would have ran out, I would have been fully exposed. Jump shot. And I'm just like, oof, what to do? So I start backing up. I'm thinking about trying to come around too much distance. I would have been got. So it was a hard play. It was just a pop battle. That was the only way to play it. Pop battling. And it was a good battle. It was fun.
I watched it.
Mad fun.
Dude, I wasn't there.
He didn't take the bait, though, so I'm kind of proud of him on that.
Look.
Yeah.
I want y'all to know, every time it was either like whenever y'all were playing or it was them playing, and y'all was doing something, and I was screaming at my TV, literally throwing my controller around, like, dude, what are y'all doing? Like, make that play. And then I watched y'all's match, and I'm like, all right, this is gonna be good. I'm gonna have to sit here and just watch it. And it was fun. It was very fun. It was fun to watch. It was nice to watch.
And then PBZB put us back on the ropes. They pulled the first 2 rounds, and then we got up on the. I got to put it off the GoPro, but it was funny. We got up on the wall. I leaned over. I said, "Full send." I said, "Guys, they done got us." I said, "Full send it." I mean, at least let's have fun. It's PBZ, man. Let's just go out with a bang, And I'm surprised, bro. Luckily, Bobby came off the wall with an empty magazine. So that's how I made it all the way to Plexi and around Plexi without getting smacked at all, because he did not have a magazine in, so he gets rich, and then and it worked. All but 2 of us got put out, so I was just like, it was fun.
Yeah,
Full send was fun.
So
But I look at them, they're like, for real? Are we gonna do it? Really? I'm like, yeah, yes. The horn's about to blow. Yes, we're doing it. Okay.
let's do it.
It was fun.
So Scotto, you said you travel a lot. Is that what I heard earlier beforehand? You do a lot of traveling?
Yeah.
What's some of these fields you go to?
So, I mean, I started at N1, but I ended up moving back to New York, and on the way there, I stopped at a bunch of fields, like, because I saw Nuketown on YouTube. I was like, I gotta do that. So I played there, checked that out. But once I got to New York, I started checking out all the fields there. I saw that there's some in Maryland, and that's how I ended up meeting everybody in HSA during the Keegan set up the CSL fight night with KWA. And that's the day I met everybody in HSA for the most part. But yeah, after that, I just moved around a lot, man. Every few months, I'll move to another state, see if I like living there, see if I like the fields. So I lived in Atlanta that last time we were at that tournament. I lived in Florida the month before that. So that's kind of why I guess some people know where I'm at.
All right, so you do a lot of traveling. I like that.
Yeah, now I'm in Vegas. But I be going to N1 every weekend. I drive the fucking 4 hours to get out there, and then 4 hours back when it's over. But yeah, I try to hit everything, man. Like I love the sport of speedsoft, the format of it. It's the most fun and like adrenaline pumping, and it feels like it takes the most skill. So I like just practicing, trying to figure it out. Like I was just at Syndicate yesterday. That shit was fun as hell. I wish my boys were with me.
West Coast is this year. We're coming out there.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with the news that we just received. Like,
HSA Wolfman in the chat, bro.
Savage MVP.
Savage wanting to jump in. If it should be all right, man. I believe the link's still in the team chat. You should be able to tap on that.
Yeah, and their main Instagram is in the description too.
If you check in the chat, man, you'll see my brother, Zanati. That is right there. Is actually the main captain of HSA. I'm the second captain. I'm one of 2, and he is sick as a dog. I feel bad for him. I hope he feels so much better. But that's him. So make sure everybody you check out his page, man. He's got some good shit, man. And he's got some good footage on his YouTube too of us. He actually just recently posted one a few weeks ago. Man, go run them views up, dude. For real, like the shit's official. Like he did a good job on that.
Good stuff.
Look at his last message. Yeah, that's mad props on freaking Scotto here. I've looked at a few of his stuff here recently too.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty fun. It not only does he make it fun, you can tell the skill levels there. So I really like what he did.
Man. I'm a goofball. This shit brings out my inner child.
Yeah, that's
That's
what's up. What's up?
like, I feel like this is for everybody across the board. Like this is one of those things where you get to not be an adult. Like you get to go out and be you and how you feel, and it's nice.
You get away from a lot of issues and stuff. I know when I play, I don't even I forget about responsibilities and real quick. There's a lot of freedom to just be able to play. I feel at home with it. That's why I like playing so much. I enjoy it. It feels natural. I'm happy. I get to hang around my homies the entire time. I have some of the best time in my life. Some of the best memories already been made. I mean, it is the shit. It is. There's not a cooler thing in the world than playing fucking airsoft. There's
just
not.
The community, just the community aspect alone is 80% worth it. Like,
absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's.
Yeah, I definitely agree on that. That's a huge part of it is the community. Like,
Definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
Manu.
That was it right there.
Ooh, Nanu.
Oh
Yeah.
So no, all right. So y'all are completely lost. We were up in Indiana.
You're gonna give them the inside scoop on that?
A little bit. We were up
Great
in
time.
we were up in a hotel just chilling day before the Indiana tournament, and me and Steve and a couple of guys, we were just chilling in the room, and Houdini decides to stop by.
It's 4 a.m, by the way.
Yeah, 4 a.m. Like this is night before a tournament. 4 a.m. We got tournament day tomorrow. Actually, not even tomorrow at that point. A couple of hours, and we're just up goofing around. And I don't remember how the conversation started between these two. All of a sudden, I'm hearing Nanu just getting screamed between Houdini and Steve, and this Nanu. I'm like, what are y'all on right now? What are y'all on? And they're just back and forth, Nanu.
And we vibing is what we're doing. We got something going on.
Like, what? And we ended up, what time did you even leaving? I don't remember what time you left.
Maybe.
It was like 5 easy.
Yeah, we didn't have but a couple hours of sleep before this tournament.
Minimum an hour. Yeah.
I think we ended up staying up for another 30 minutes, and we just finally crashed. The tournament, I had to get up at what? Sign up time was
like 8.
Yeah.
It's like 8 o'clock, so we slept for maybe 3 hours.
So I got 2.5 because I went down to have breakfast. So yeah, I got
right. Yep. It was fun though.
It was fun.
We had the whole third floor, bro. We had the whole third floor of this hotel. All airsofters. It was a blast. It was like having a massive penthouse, bro.
Pretty much.
It was dope. It was so dope.
If there's one thing I realized about tournaments, is there's always those really, really late fucking nights. Like, you never go to sleep when you say you're going to go to sleep. Knowing you got to compete the next day, you're like, nah, dude, I'm going to sleep at 10. That's it. I got to rest up. And then y'all up to 3:30 bullshit and
Yeah, we might have had 2.5, 3 hours sleep before this tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no. To hit on that, Dylan in the chat. I am Dylan. Hey, another dope freaking dude. Check his stuff.
I'm watching this thing.
Hey,
Dylan's awesome.
Super awesome dude. He takes his wife with him. They duo. She's a BB slinger, bro. She's a BB slinger. Yeah. So check him out. But read the chat. He said Carnage was at his door at 4 a.m. asking for Allen keys. People working on guns. Ain't nobody going to bed on time.
Hey, if you're not working on your gun at 3 a.m. before a tournament, then you're not airsofting right.
Yeah, something's gonna break.
That's just how that is.
It's like you pre-check everything before you leave the house. You double check and triple check. You're like, cool. You test everything. Everything's running good. As soon as you get to the tournament, you're like, all right, let me check. You go to check everything and something fucked up. And you're like, I just checked this house. This should not be like this.
Every time.
Yeah.
Houdini for sure seen it. Steve might have seen it. We was in Nashville. Kid you not. My tournament gun had went down. I'm like, all right, cool. I got my backup gun with me. Backup gun went down. I am literally, it's an hour and 30 minutes before this tournament starts. I have fully field stripped both these guns, swap parts around and everything to get one gun working. Then it goes down again. Now this is 30 minutes. 30 minutes before the tournament starts. Mm-hmm. Within 30 minutes, I done field stripped, fixed, and got my gun shooting again right as the tournament was starting.
It's so weird how this always happens during tournaments or right before it. I never have problems with my shit until the tournament happens, and then I'm like, oh shit, it's jamming. How is this even happening right now?
You decided today was your day, I'm gonna mess up right now.
Mine went down Saturday in the last game of the third round, right off break. As soon as I come off the wall, I got a couple BBs, ding, ding, ding. Nothing. Just stopped. And I thought for a second maybe my button in my FCU was hit, and it hit it in programming mode. I'm behind home, smacking my damn grip, trying to get it to, get out of programming mode. And next thing I know, I hear it, shit. As soon as it started releasing, I just put it in the home box. I'm just going to be a body. I bounce around a little bit, try to get the flag, do anything I could. But thankfully, man, my gun usually never breaks down. That was the major one that I had. I had a few issues where my barrels got dirty throughout the games. When it comes to the last game, then I'm shooting everything but the damn target. Seems to just show up out of nowhere like that. But it never fails for us. At PBZ, somebody's gun's going down. We always have backups. We have to have backup. We have to.
Hey, shout out to CSL real quick. Thanks for the freaking love you too.
Oh,
guys.
yeah.
He's been here. The cold-blooded killer.
Yep.
What's up?
CSL, those are the guys. Those are the ones that hosted the East Coast event for KWA. Him and RGK are real cool, and they got everything set up. And between him and RGK and KWA, they're the ones that made it happen for the East Coast for the fight night, man. And I really love them dudes, man.
That's good stuff.
Without them, we would have been champions. And I'll tell you what, there was me and Scotto both were in there. He actually made it to the championship, almost to the finals. So
Close. So close. Thomas got me too.
Thomas is a quiet dude, man. That dude is so dangerously
He pulled
quiet.
behind me every time.
Let's not ignore the fact that we are still yet to show everybody how we are all together since I've been picked up.
Well, this is why I say April 15th is going to be the best day for everybody to show up.
I'm ready for
The
this.
entire team's there and in full effect. And when I tell y'all you need to buckle your seatbelt, like, this is for real. Like, make sure that you're on your tippy toes because we got something for y'all. We definitely got something for you.
I'm ready for this.
I'm going to bring an extra bottle of Tylenol because this sounds like it's going to be a wild weekend.
And we're going to make it work. I'm going to tell you like this. I go to the gym every day, and for at least 2 hours I'm in the gym. So you won't have to work when you get out there. I don't get winded very easily.
That's exciting.
Yo, it's gonna be nice. And
Exciting.
Remy over here, this guy don't get
So
tired.
great.
So,
This guy does not get tired.
so
Scotto's got high energy too.
now,
That's all I do.
now,
Yesterday, I'm thinking right now. I'm just tired.
I'm ready for it. Though.
now I'm low key hoping when we play this tournament, we're gonna see a PBZ versus HSA.
HSA.
Hey,
I'm just saying. Now I'm low key crossing my fingers for this. I might have to slip somebody a 5 or something. Hey, switch these names.
I've been thinking of this. I've been trying to get them to Nashville.
I'm
Or
hoping-
HDK. Or even Shot Zone. Wherever we can catch y'all. Yeah.
Now HDK. Now I can drop some kinds of hints of things. See what y'all can't do. Y'all will know when it gets a little bit closer on the exact date. But July, HDK in July. Just trust me. We're talking about times to remember, things like that. I can't say a whole lot. I can give you a little breadcrumbs.
Just leave July open.
Just leave July open for HTK in Jasper, Indiana. Just trust me, it will be a time to remember. But I can only leave breadcrumbs. I'm sorry I cannot say it all. I'm sorry I can't. But
Nah, man.
Don't
it's
be freaking messaging us.
yeah, like what is it? I cannot say
I'm
it.
not saying crap. It's not happening.
Nothing can be said on it until it's more public. It will be public probably here in a couple weeks, so you'll probably find out, like, not even from us or something. But and that's the same thing for y'all in the chat. Literally, HTK, leave that window of opportunity open for HTK in Jasper, Indiana. Just trust me, you're gonna want to be there. It's going to be a major event for all of us that play this sport directly. I'm gonna shut up with that, but
Make sure I keep that in mind.
Yeah.
I'll be in the conversation.
just July.
And you said July. We don't know an exact date yet.
No,
Just leave July open. We're thinking more early July.
We got it open.
All right. That's all it says. We got it open. Cool.
I'm telling y'all right now.
Just leave it open.
Hey, Houdini knows. Last time we was in HGK, dude, banger weekend.
Blast.
Dude,
An absolute blast.
Yeah, and this is even going to be more
So
insane.
I'll tell you like this.
Yeah.
Apparently, and this is where it comes from. When I tell you, my older brother is the main captain. I'm just the secondary captain. He actually just popped in the chat here, and he says, "I know exactly what you're talking about, Steve. We're in there." So apparently,
Yeah.
something's already worked, and we're already due.
Okay,
Yeah.
then I'll let it on. Bet.
Yeah, he knows.
Bet.
In July.
There's only, like I said, there was only breadcrumbs that could be tossed, and I was told that from the
Great voice.
the great voice from the sky. Let's say it like that. To only throw breadcrumbs. Don't say it out loud.
The only thing that us as members actually know is just that July there's an event that we're gonna have to be at. He hasn't exactly disclosed anything to us, so we still don't know shit. I think Houdini's probably one of the only other members that actually knows what the fuck is going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he does. He does. But yeah. Seriously, y'all are in the chat. Jasper, Indiana, in July. You'll be on the lookout. You'll see it beforehand, because I'll gladly throw it all the way out there as soon as I'm allowed to. It's going to be one hell of an event for us. And
even if before then, try to hit up HTK beforehand.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah. Just hit up HTK in general beforehand, but July leave it open. But if you haven't been to HTK, you gotta go because it's lit. They got, I think, 2 floors.
3.
One's for open.
3 floors. Second and third are gameplay.
Yeah. Second floor is open play. Third floor is strictly business of Speak UB.
It's open play, but it's
open play, but
it's a 2-part. It has a. Have you ever seen the HCK field? I'm sure y'all have. Where the
on YouTube a lot.
It's amazing.
It's phenomenal.
It is.
We know. I've never personally been there, but yeah, I know that the HTK and Shot Zone are a few of them.
Yeah, Shot Zone's about an hour out of. It's a little bit about an hour away from HTK.
Yeah.
And HTK is where we all did the East Coast tournament last year, which was a hell of a turnout.
Oh, dude.
It really was.
Oh, I watched. That was very interesting.
Yeah, it was a trip.
Yeah, so it was very good, and it's definitely a different aspect when you got to reach up and grab the flag versus the flag just flying.
Being on the X, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a different gameplay. Now they're adding a flexi to it, so the setup is pretty familiar, and I'm actually looking forward to playing it. So it's gonna be fun.
And they're outdoors.
They got a little bit more room.
Oh, the outdoor field is amazing.
The outdoor field's great as well. Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah, that's what we played that Domination 1 last year when SYG and Scott from US Airsoft come down.
Yeah.
It was amazing. It was an all-night game. Full auto was optional.
Oh, that Domination game was nuts. It was nuts, bro.
Best way I can describe it, Star Wars.
Yes.
Star Wars, that's all it was.
It was amazing.
It was pitch black. There was just a few lights here and there. That's it. You just see lasers everywhere.
Dude.
I mean, streams. BBs this far apart. Streams.
Yes.
This is nuts.
Like I was in a building looking over towards the field, and it's a 3rd-story little tower they got set up, and all you see are just streams,
thousands,
back and forth,
thousands
just
of them.
thousands, just straight like blowing across the field. I'm like, this is Star Wars. This is all this is straight.
There was some shit.
So we did have. I gotta say it because I laughed my ass off. I thought it was funny, but we had a slight downhill, a pretty good downhill. We was up on the top, so we had an uphill advantage. Man, that horn went off. Steve bolts, bro. He drops to his knees and he slides down that hill for like 50 yards.
Yeah, already gunning.
He's just gunning, riding away. I was like, okay.
It felt so badass. It really did.
He slipped so far. It was dew on
Too
the ground.
far. I didn't expect to slide up.
It was so funny, bro. He just rode that like he was surfing, just smacking. It was awesome. It was great.
Yeah, no, that whole night was fun. And we met a lot of people there, too. The the whole weekend was fun. Just the meeting people, meet and greet, meeting different faces, meeting SYG. That's where we ran into LA Kappa. We ran into like a lot of different faces out there, and it just, you gotta go. Like anytime there's a big event at HDK, trust me, you want to be there.
Man,
I agree with that.
To S5G, because definitely them dudes are a solid group. At least the couple of them that I know are absolutely solid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Good people, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we met them. We met Sapo, Roosta, Roy. Well, Roy is a trailer or SpeakyB, but Demo. Sosa was there. We met him a couple times. Nashville and then HTK, and I think, and they are coming to the 12 year, right? Am I taking that correctly?
I believe so.
And I know on their list on SpeakyB, they're going to Jasper, Indiana again. It doesn't have anything to do with what we was talking about, but it says on their SpeakyB site that they have a different place. I believe Texas is another one that they're going to.
Yeah, so there's a field opening in Texas here soon. SpeakyB related, and
Tax City, maybe.
That's why I was kind of wondering if it was going to be Tax City.
Like I've heard little whispers, and I've got my little breadcrumbs so far, and yeah, there's a. I mean, if you ever been down to Texas, there's not a lot SpeakyB related, a lot more milsim. So this is going to be like one of the very first SpeakyB fields in Texas that is big. So that is definitely something to keep an eye out.
All I gotta say is Tax City, Texas. Watch out, because HSA already looking at hitting you up.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's gonna happen.
I might be there next Monday.
That's gonna happen.
I've been hearing about them moving there for a while, and I know it's on the plans. I guess I thought it was live. I guess I could have been wrong, but yeah. I hope. I can't wait for them to. I'm gonna take a personal trip. I think probably closer towards the end of the season when we don't have an event that we got to be at. I'm probably gonna check out the West Coast, man. I won't. Just to go out there and just play and enjoy the vibe, man, and the people, and just kick it, man. Just go out there and kick it, and not have to worry about.
That's what I'm gonna get. I want to go out there and chit chat with old Baby Goat. You know who Baby Goat is from Tacos? I want to go out there and play with him. He's a real solid dude, man. Seems cool as hell.
Man, that's the level of like competition I'm trying to like really get into. Like the level of like Baby Go, and we're talking like S2N. I would love to get up to that and compete with like that high of skill.
Second to none. So that's pro division stuff right there, and that's something that's
phenomenal.
And that's something that we can hopes that will unfold. But it's up to us to kind of do that. So I think there's a lot of potential and energy, and skill is remarkable that we have here. And I'll say it, I have no problem with it. So if somebody on the West Coast hears this, which I'm sure many do, I think they sleep on us over here. I think they literally sleep on us, and they think, and I don't think they're gonna do what they think they're gonna do. Now, if some could take it how they want, I mean, that's cool. It's just a rivalry pep talk, Let's talk shit to each other, and we can meet in the middle somewhere. I'm sure none of y'all are worried about it, so I'm gladly, but I think that's a lot of it. I think the sleeping on. I'm not sleeping on them. I'm not gonna. There's some serious skill out there, but sometimes it feels like that. No, absolutely not. But I think we're slept on over here, and there's some serious players over here. Some serious skill, and I think it needs to shine from each individual, like we were talking about from the beginning, whether it's team wise or individual wise. Let it shine,
I can agree to that.
So, I almost want
it to happen. I think it needs to happen. That clash, the East and West Coast clash, just needs to happen. Let's get the beef over with. Let's create this bridge, right?
The national championship. When we had our regional one last year, I want to see a national one, and then hopefully soon we'll be able to, after that, see a global where, you know, have an opportunity to fly somewhere else and go somewhere else, you know. Because I've said, I love Real Strike. I want to go play at Real Strike.
Yeah.
Straight up. I want to go to Real Strike. I'd like to go down to Australia and play with them guys. They all play with the jail balls, but I would love to try it. They don't play with actual BBs, but I guarantee you give them guys that play with jail balls some man.
Hey,
they got some skill with them. I can only imagine what they're going to do when they actually have, you know, some actual plastic shooting out there. They're going to be fucking killers, man.
Going nuts.
Yeah. Because I think even on the paintball, Houdini, you said you played paintball in the past, and even I'll probably talk about it where, you know, it's not as accurate on some things.
Not.
But and then you get paintball players that come from there that was skilled players with paint, and then you put an airsoft gun in their hand where it's a whole lot more accurate. You know, you're not, you know, Kobe shooting every ball, you know, to try to get over here. You're shooting straight line at him.
You can see videos out there where there's videos, I think, probably around Tax City or somewhere where they bring in like a semi-pro or like a pro paintballer, and they put him in airsoft. This dude slaps. He was working people. So
Who is this?
I can't remember. I watched the video so long ago, bro. You find it like paintballer plays airsoft type deal. I'm sure you can find it on YouTube somewhere, right?
Mike, you one of mine.
Man.
Talking about the conversion, there was it's been a while back video where they converted a paintball gun to shoot BBs, and they gave it to a paintball player. Dude went crazy.
I imagine so.
Like
when I saw that,
he went crazy to the point to where they were like, "All right, we're gonna have to swap you on the other side just so that the other team can like actually win something."
So let's go ahead. No, go ahead.
He was like basically his one-man army.
So being we're talking on tech, and I think we said something about this before this started, was flashlights. I think Scotto said. Was it you that said flashlights? Talking about flashlights.
I like that flashlight. I just said I love them.
You love them? See, that's what's going to be some of my question is, what do y'all think about having them in SpeedB games or anything like it? Do you think we should have them or not have them?
I think they need to go.
Pull them.
I think they need to go.
Yep.
I think they need to cut. They gotta go.
I like that.
Yep.
And I'm gonna tell you, and I have 3 main points, because how many times have you been watching a live stream, and let's say maybe you get into the second I hit my light, what happens? The whole live stream, you can't see shit.
That's true there. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're watching from home, and all you see is a bright light. That's it. You don't see the players. You don't see the movement. You can't see where the players were. Like, you can't see anything. It messes with the live stream. 2, it messes with the judges. The judges already have to keep up with a very fast-paced gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
And then you blast them with 1,000 lumens. It, you know, whether they have tinted shields or not, does make their job a little bit difficult. Because think about it. If both teams come off their wall and they're both flashing their lights, what all can the ref see? You know what I mean? No, we don't have a ref present here that can speak for that, but it's just one of my points. Everybody bitches that, there's hit calling issues. Take the lights away. Our last Steve QB that we played at SS, we put it up to a vote. They pulled the lights out. There was more beanbags thrown. And there is way more footage of people getting busted cheating. Shrugging hits.
Mm-hmm.
A lot more. You're going to have to play with honesty. Plus, think about it. I've got this video on my IG of me at Plexi against, SAFB and Saturdays for the Boys, and it was 3 of them, and it was me, and we were playing with our lights, and you can see he was hitting the Plexi, and then as soon as I hit my light, he wasn't hitting the Plexi anymore. You never heard his rounds hit the Plexi. They stopped hitting the Plexi. But he was still shooting. He never let up shooting. But it phrased by like 3 or 4 inches. How many times have you been peeking with a light and somebody's shooting right past you and you're just sitting there letting them have it because they're not hitting you?
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then their light comes off. They're like, I hit you. You're like, no, you didn't.
Yeah.
Let's cut all that out. you have to play with more skill to peek without a light than you do with a light.
I agree with
If I
that.
peek without a flashlight,
Especially on Plexi.
you're going to see everything.
Mhm.
If I peek with a flashlight, that's going to give me like a 3-inch. I mean, look at the guys in EU.
Mhm.
You know, we look at them for all of their gameplay. These guys don't play with lights. Have you noticed that?
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree completely.
So, you know what I mean? It's just, I think lights need to go. It's time for me.
I do
think
too.
People, I understand and appreciate where this sport came from, where it was created, but in the same token, is it's reaching a very competitive level now, and it's not. And it's time to start considering not only the people at home, because you want this to grow, but consider the sport itself. Everybody's heard it. Everybody's heard it. He didn't call his hit. He didn't call this. All right, we'll take the lights off. Let everybody see it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I know for a fact there are some people that will blind the ref intentionally. If you look at your light for 1 second, you accidentally flash yourself. What do you see in front of your eyes when that light's
A damn sun for a flash banger.
You're not going to be able to see if he hits me or I hit him. You're not going to see shit. Now it's a war.
I agree.
Now if he calls it.
I agree with that. And you can't even see the silhouette of an individual when it's out. There's nothing except, I mean, 1,000 lumens is nothing to joke with. It's blinding. Even with tinted lenses, you cannot see shit.
There's people at SS that are running 2,000 lumen O lights.
Yeah, that's just like insane. That damn near give you a
like
tan.
there's no light limit or nothing. But like, well, fuck it. Let me just bring a floodlight and set it up on the gate wall.
I'll take that shit.
You know,
Hey,
shoot all
light
you
will
want.
never see you.
Yeah, I agree. It's something that I'd like to see it gone completely. Now, normally it's something we've been playing with for a while, and then we recently went to this, even in Nashville last weekend, actually Saturday, finally stripped it, said no flashlights on this. I was cool with it. I didn't have mine on anyways. I didn't pulled it. Now, in CQB world, where it's not a CQB, if we're playing open play, CQB, hell yeah, I'm using my flashlight. Hell yeah. That's, I mean, you know, it's integrity thing. It's going to come down to call-in stuff, and I'm not really trying to blind a ref or anything like that. But, yeah, it's something that I can use to an advantage in a CQB open play world. A CQB is a competitive thing. This means a lot more, especially to me. So it's like, no, I agree. Cut them. Take them. I have no issue with it.
Get rid of all the bull crap that comes with them. Just toss it.
There's some things like our discussion with Junkie with the mag capacity and the mag rounds and stuff like that. I'm twofold on that. I see both sides of the coin. You know, I don't really have an issue. Well, what we did end up having to go through with this weekend is Nashville pulled some things on us and said, okay, well, you can have the 1,000 round for all three matches. Now, normally you can spin that 1,000 round, go in and grab more of them. You have a 60-second window. Get back on the wall. You're full again, 1,000 rounds. But they was like, no, 1,000, 3 rounds. All right, whatever. You know, like that's gonna be kind of rough. You know, you're gonna have to be a little bit more.
I thought about that, Steve, like a lot, because to me that's a huge change, especially for gas mag users.
Yeah, absolutely.
There is, and I'm going to hit on that. I love it because that's going to cut back on like feathering, because
feathering's already supposed to be gone anyways.
You know what I mean? I know, but
not
everybody catches it, you know, so that helps.
I thought this,
in my opinion.
I thought about it on the sense of like, you know, when it first came in, I'm like, all right, cool. They're trying to make it a little bit more skill level. I'm having to be a little bit more conservative for ammo. And I like what Demi said, though. I mean, you're already getting too much control. How are you to tell me how I'm going to suppress somebody? The idea of shooting a hunt bunch is to keep him suppressed so my guy can move. I mean, it's strategies within play. If I'm so worried about running out of ammo in this first round and I can't suppress this guy, it's going to come down to, I mean, what if they dropped it down to 500? This is going to be a one-ball game. Snap, snap, snap. That's all you're going to see the whole thing, instead of actually being able to hold him there a second, you know, so my guy can move, kind of things like that. I mean, that's strategy within the play. So I see both sides. I don't think we should be able to come out there with 20 mags, 20 EPM ones. If you got it like that, you balling like that, I'm happy for you, my man. But let's just say that if you could come out with their 20 EPM ones, that's a shit ton of ammo. You're not going to use that much. There's no way.
Did you imagine the amount of mags a gas mag user would have to carry?
Exactly. That's what hurt me. That was my thoughts on the gas mag thing. Like when Maddox played with green gas over that. So it's like now you're hurting the pistol player on that. Now, I know most pistol players is not even going to go through an entire EPM one. Even an EPM, rifleman, usually back line. A lot of cover fire. A whole bunch of cover fire. But that kind of sucks for the pistol guy when I can't change. I can come out there with 4 mags, or whatever the case is, and I can't change. Let's say a seal broke on 2 of them. Now these 2 are down, and I'm down to 60 BBs here, 64 BBs, whatever it is.
3 rounds.
Yeah, and you're screwed, and then I can't change it on the next one. Now, granted, this is just something Nashville did. It's not like it's rules of SpeedQB or something like that, but.
Well, in the rules, it says 1,000 rounds.
Yes.
But it also says on the short rounds, on the short mags, you're only allowed to have 4 of them, and that counts the one in the gun. Those are 170 apiece. It's not 1,000 rounds, but you're telling me I can't carry 4 plus the one in the gun. How does that make sense?
A lot of it don't. Now, I know if it was like... What a lot of guys have been doing, I mean, say one of my teammates, Bobby, he still runs EPMs, so he's 150 rounds, so he carries like 6 or 7 of these things out there naturally, because he's not at the 1,000 round capacity there. So, now granted, like I said, it is just a Nashville thing that did it. The feathering, I do like the idea of it. I think you just had to tune your damn trigger a little bit more. I think that's what we all did when it was like, no feathering. All right, cool. I turned the screw just a little bit more. Little bit sensitive of a trigger. And I still see guys spamming, or, I'm not going to say spamming, but feathering the trigger. Yes. Trying to get away with it, rocking the hand on it and stuff like that. And I think
try to get away with the loose webbing.
The gray area.
Yeah, they try to get that gray area. So you limit... I feel like you kind of limit that.
Yeah.
So if they want to play that way and they want to run through their BBs in the first match or 2, first round or 2, hey, that's on you, buddy.
Like, I agree. So it's kind of like, how much, is there something else that's going to pop up from SpeedQB that says you can't do this, you can't do that, kind of thing. So it's thoughts.
Well, I don't mean to cut and run, but I gotta go to bed. I got work tomorrow.
Beat it.
Alright. I will say, if I'm not stepping on your toes real quick, Steve.
Go for it.
You
do it all the time. Go for it.
Wednesday, 5:30, I'm going to be hosting my first podcast, Leo's Talk with Pistols. I'm going to have Sutton on the stage. We're going to talk about what's coming up, what's coming out. He's going to give us a little insight on the poison slide that's coming out here soon, and just what 2022 has for us. So, check in.
Hey, Leo.
Yeah, I'm going to spread word about
it. Big moves, buddy.
I know.
Good for you. Good for you, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But I'll talk to y'all later. All right,
Leo. I agree with Speedsoft Australia is in agreement with it. He said lights look cool for the content, but they don't work for the sport, though. I agree. I think they should be gone.
Even Syndicate got rid of it. I was playing it yesterday, and it honestly wasn't bad not using it, and I could actually see my BBs when I went back in the GoPro and see who I hit, and they didn't call it.
Yeah, but he also
now they're gonna have to see on YouTube.
Said he also says here that people will try to blind the ref off the break wall, which is true.
Agreed.
It is.
You see a lot of teams, you turn it on like this and then come off the tee. I've done it. Yes, it's distracting, but if you come at the wrong angle, it'll hit the ref.
Yeah, especially when you cross shoot over something. If I'm shooting from Dorito over Snake and there happens to be a ref right there, if the ref's there, he's getting shot. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to intentionally shoot you, but my man, you're getting shot. You better just move. I'm not going to slow down. But a flashlight shining right at him too, is blinding him. Even though I'm not intentionally trying to blind him, I am trying to blind the snake player from popping his head, So even in an accidental way.
That 1,000 lumens stretches when he gets out there.
Yeah, agreed. And the different color ones, too. I mean, I've had a green one in there, and I mean, my gosh, it just... It feels like flashbang, or flash burn, like from a weld. Like, damn, bro. DJ, what's good, man?
Playing with a clear shield.
Yeah, I play with a clear lens.
Shield, yeah.
Yeah. Only in that, it's only there. Anywhere else, I play with a tinted one, but it's only SpeedQB. I'm like, I gotta have my clear one. I gotta see. I got my contacts in and everything. I gotta see.
Yeah, I honestly feel like the flashlight's a no-brainer. Like, if you're in it and you want a more legitimate or legit competitive sport to where more people are held to a higher standard, toss the flashlights, in my opinion.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, since we're on that one, then
Listen.
go ahead.
Go watch any past tournament at SS, whether it be Speed QB, Steve QB, whatever. And then look at the last game that we competed in that me, Houdini, and Remy went to. So I guess that'd be like 3 or 4 times technically that we've competed together. But still, when we went down there and they finally voted the lights out, if you go back and you look at that tournament, you'll see it's a whole different gameplay. A whole different gameplay. You've seen a lot more doubling up at home than you did people flying forward, because they knew that normally they have lights covering their ass to help them get to X. You know what I mean? Versus when you see 2 people get smacked out off the jump.
Yeah.
It's kind of, so just...
Plays different.
I think, in my opinion, it's time for them to go. I think people, and believe it or not, and it's sad, but I've seen it personally, but there are teams who literally lean on a flashlight. That without a flashlight, really don't know what to do.
So what's your thoughts on the, which I don't have one and I don't plan on running one, but I did run a blaster. But what's your thoughts on, no, not to even step on Ace Tech's toes in any kind of way at all. The Bifrost is pretty badass. But what's your thoughts on the Bifrost if somebody has that, because it's pretty damn bright from the other end of the barrel.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was just going to bring that up because I was going to refer to your podcast you had with S2N, because you guys talked about that on your podcast with Junkie.
Mm.
I don't mind it. It personally doesn't bother me. They're more of a flash at the player versus 1,000 lumens blinding the whole back of the field. You're comparing something to something that's not even close. Like, I understand the tactic behind the pop shot, but it's not, in my opinion, is not bright enough to mess with the ref standing in the back corner when you're not pointing the gun at the ref.
I agree. It's not nearly as bright, but it's the thoughts on even in a distraction.
Distraction, yeah.
It's the distraction part. I mean, if it gets somebody to pull their eyes,
if your team is good enough, you don't need a light to create a distraction.
Oh, I
This
agree.
is where you're communication.
We got pawns for that. Somebody's gonna play a pawn. Somebody's gonna play pawn.
Let's see how the chat goes on that one.
We all know.
I can somewhat agree to that. It's not really as,
There's a suicide guy.
Maybe a distraction to the player, but not as much so to the ref.
Yeah, I would agree.
But on the other side, you can turn the flash off on those, can you not?
Yeah, you can on the Bifrost, you can on the blaster too. So
you can still run it. So if that's the only tracer you have, just turn your flash off of it. You know what I mean? You have that option with it. So that's another great thing. Shout out to Ace Tech that they thought brilliantly to put in there.
Indy Outlaw said he loves his Bifrost.
I mean, I run their stuff. I love their tracers. So
I use their Brighter C.
Phenomenal.
I'd rather see.
I fucking love the Brighter C. I'm in love with it.
I do too.
I refuse to give it up. I've got 3 of them, 4 of them.
They're great.
They are a great one.
Mine's lasted a long time. Let's see. Tournament-wise, this was in my opinion, this was one of, regardless of Praetorians winning, which is my home, like my beginning team, my brothers and whatnot that I started with. Regardless of the fact that they won, I feel like this last tournament was a better stepping stone to a better area. I feel overall in comparison. So I'm excited to see Nashville take it a little further.
Hopefully.
And make it a little more legitimate. Gradually. So I seen that, and when I heard the flashlights getting tossed at SS, and then Off-White telling me that that's the most beanbags he's ever seen, I was like, well, this has got to be something. Automatically, this is something that needs to be spread everywhere on the East Coast.
I would have liked to see more beanbags over the weekend. A lot more beanbags over the weekend.
I'm going to hit on that for a second, man, because
the refs can see, my guy.
I agree with you. There should have been more beanbags, in my opinion. That is honestly the only complaint I have. I feel like, and I said this to the team before we even started the tournament, when I heard that you gave the refs a definite, like, you got to be 100% certain before you toss that beanbag. Like, okay, that's nice. I get the logic, but you're also putting a restriction on that ref's personal judgment call. You know what I mean? So, I mean, no one's 100% certain. I'm not 100% certain I'm going to make it to work on time. You know what I mean? So the refs is going to sit there, and they might see one or two and not be certain. So they're not going to throw it. But if they watch it and then they calculate in their own minds, that was a definite hit, throw that beanbag. But they didn't have that leeway. I feel like the refs need a little more leeway on the beanbags.
Yeah, I think they was trying to, which I ain't jumping in A like that or anything. But I do say I think it's really important to have a good standing ref team, and I say team because the refs are the veins, we are the blood. They guide which directions we go. That's on anyone. If you accidentally get hit, you don't feel it. It's an honest mistake. Pull me. If I don't feel it, pull me, because he shot me. Give this man his credit. He shot me. If it hits my mag and I don't feel it on my belt, it tinks. I don't feel it. You see it. Pull me, bro. He hit me.
Right.
And when it comes
don't let me continue to play.
Yeah, don't let me continue to play. It's an unintentional call. It's an unintentional. I'm not getting held against. I'm just being pulled out, so pull me.
Think of it in a competitive mindset as well. If I know that's happening to me, I'm fully comfortable that's also happening to the
Exactly that. Intentional no calls are that's an obvious. That's especially the face mask. That's an automatic DQ. You're gone, cuz go. But we see a lot of things where it hits. I mean, I've shot people off break and I know they didn't feel it. They're wearing atom packs. They got mags right here. You catch two of them there. He didn't feel it, bro. I'm holding no animosity towards this guy at all. But if the ref's seen it, technically I hit him.
Look, correct me if I'm wrong. Like in paintball, if somebody gets shot in their pod pack, because they can't feel that. I mean, I haven't played in 10 years, but I do remember watching NXL and MPPL. I do remember seeing people getting shot in the pods, and the refs will just tell them get off, you're out, you're shot in the thing. I don't remember flags getting thrown for pod pack shots.
I would say, I don't know all the rules on that, but I would say, something like that is for a speaker view world, it's an unintentional no call. You didn't intend to.
Obviously, you got shot in the mag, just pull them off instead of throwing the back. We wouldn't know, especially when everybody's screaming, we're moving fast, we're diving. Especially when I'm diving, I won't feel nothing. I got shot in the leg on one of them while mid-dive, and the ref threw the bag at me. I was like, oh, damn. He ended up telling me it was in my leg. I was just like, man, I didn't feel nothing.
Yeah, it happens. But that's another thing with the refs. When we have refs that are actually focused on the game, I'd like to see more. Being this ain't paintball where it's not leaving a marker. This is an integrity thing. So having more refs out there really watching, forget the game. You know, if that's the kind of thought, forget who wins. I don't care who wins. Like, just watch the players, watch how they do. And you can see it in a lot of movements and things like that. I mean, usually we all know when we shot somebody and they didn't call it. It's a certain flinch. It's a certain movement you can usually tell.
Especially in the mask.
Yeah, when they know
you get that little oh crap.
Yeah,
this little switch. Yeah, you know, Remy.
But that comes down to that integrity thing. Everyone having to have their own integrity in this and honesty in that, since we don't leave markers. That would be kind of nice if these little damn things left markers, you know. It'd be pretty
simulation
sweet.
rounds, but you're going to need a lot more padding.
But definitely like to see more ref teams. I think refs should take jobs more serious, and I think facilities should exercise towards their refs to be more, you know, engaged and, you know, take
and to kind of piggyback off that, I'm not trying to say it's all on the refs. It's not, because I mean there's so much going on. They're not going to catch everything.
Amen.
And I've told this to Jackson over at Nashville. I said, man, because he asked me, how do you think it's going, blah blah, before this last one. He said, you think it's our refs? And I said, man, to be honest, you could have 100 refs out there. It's all going to boil down to that individual's integrity. Like me fighting Youngin, it was a knuckle scrape. You think the refs are going to see a knuckle scrape, bro?
Nope.
It all boils down to that person's integrity. I threw my hand up. He earned it.
Yep.
It was a small hit, but it's a freaking hit, bro. Like,
I took one finger over the weekend.
You know what I mean? You earned it. So I give the man his due. I mean, his hard work paid off, right?
Yeah.
So if everybody has that mindset, then you can have legitimate games with no refs.
Yeah.
True. That's true.
If everyone played like that.
I just don't get how some of these teams feel like they won knowing they cheated.
Oh,
like,
man.
You didn't win at that point.
Yep. Did you actually win? Did you actually test your true skill? No. And it's going to show. Like, there's the regionals at HTK, Steve, you know. You was there.
I know.
It showed. It showed.
It showed bad.
Team made it there, and it showed bad. Stack B put it on them, and it showed bad. and look what happened to the team. They're no longer a team.
I agree.
You know what I mean? It wasn't long after that, everything just withered away, and it was like, there's no history, there's no future or a good history in any of it, you know. So might as well just stay legit, play it fair, keep your own personal integrity, give everybody their dues. I don't care if you're playing against a rental. If that rental got a lick on you,
give it to him.
Throw your hand up, walk off. That rental put in, you slipped.
Yeah,
come back, do better.
And even the thing is too, and that's part of the ego stuff he was talking about earlier. Even dropping ego, let him have it. Let him have it. That's gonna hype him up. That's gonna have him throbbing. Like, he's just like, hell yeah, I shot this dude. You know.
Yep. I let somebody have it. He blind shot at me around the plexi, and I let him have it.
Yeah, just let him have it. Just let him bask in it for a minute.
I see a lot of that from the pub play. Like, the tournament guys will come into the pub play, and they'll bring tournament energy into pub play, and they'll play it like they have something to lose. And that's where you get if the rental's in the corner and you run around the corner and he hits you, you turn and shoot him like, nah, you were camping, I hit you first. Like, come on, bro, just call it, walk back to the spawn.
Yeah, and usually the spawns aren't that far. It's right there.
Okay, come back.
Yeah, just run to the spawn and come back.
I'm talking about, you know, that ego is fucking high, man.
I've been screaming that for a long time, man. Someone gets me. I don't care how experienced you are. It happens. It happens. I'm not John Wick, bro. You know, it's gonna happen. Especially the more you play.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. It's just inevitable. Deal with it. And I've been screaming it since day one. Come back, do better. I'll hit my spawn. I'll think about what I did, and I fix it.
Yeah, come at you at a different angle this time.
Yeah, just do something better.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
So
it should. I guess in hindsight, be humble about it. Like, don't take it as, oh no, there's no way. Oh, take it as, hey, this is a way for me to improve myself, to be better. reflect on yourself, come back, do better, bro.
Yeah.
And that's that.
You got respawns. Like, you just go right back.
Yeah. What you said.
I came to the East Coast and I seen every field plays respawns, and I'm just like, at first it was fun, but then I started losing a little bit because I was just running through rooms as many times as I could. But at the same time, like, so I be playing at N1 a lot more, and that's a place where you can one-ball somebody and you know they're going to call it. So it's like, and we don't have respawns. You die and you go to the side and you wait for the next round. So it's just like seeing people just not take shit or not take their hits and then just have like an ego battle with you or something. It blows my mind because you're not getting better by not calling your hit.
Exactly.
And there can be frustrating times. I guarantee every one of us has been frustrated out there. It can get frustrating when things go on. But I agree.
That's because your integrity is stronger than most. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you would probably call a lot of shit that other people wouldn't. And that's the difference between integrity and somebody who's out.
I agree with that.
I guess to bounce back since we got somebody in here asking. Zebra Ref Jeff, he says, just join. I guess when we're talking about the reffing stuff. As far as the Bifrost, I believe is what it was. As far as that would be something that the refs might want to see go away if it's distracting to them. So I'm guessing he's a ref. We could probably get a little bit of insight on that.
Prudy in here. Yo, shout out Prudy. Shout out DSA real quick. I love
Prudy.
y'all.
Yeah.
All the shit.
Prudy is awesome, man. I love that guy. He come down with us a few months ago at ACS, played with us, and I played with him at Shot Zone.
Yeah.
He's a hell of a
Prudy, I got you, boo.
They're good people.
Yeah.
One of those.
Yeah. Yo. Yeah, good dude. Great team. DSK is a phenomenal team. Yeah, phenomenal team. But Houdini's gonna have to poof. I have to get ready for work.
Yeah, and I think
Before I bounce, I got these awesome glow in the dark Houdini patches. If anyone's interested, just DM me.
I got mine.
You already got it. Oh yeah, Steve.
I got
yours
mine
too.
I got mine.
Yep.
Yes.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
Well, if you can give me what's up?
Steve's new patches are banging too.
I appreciate that. I like mine. Well, I guess since you're bouncing out, we are at an hour and a half anyways, so I guess I will wrap it up. You can give me 2 minutes here. Can you give me 2 minutes?
Much love to everybody. I got you, bro. Yeah.
Bet. All right. Well, I would say to all of y'all, man, I really appreciate y'all coming on and chit-chatting with me. This is what I like to do, vibe out with other players, see y'all's perspective on things, where everybody's coming from. We all, live different places, play different ways, kind of thing, but all enjoy the same, like-minded when it comes to airsoft. But I do really appreciate all of y'all to come on and chit-chat. Same thing for all of y'all that are in the chat religiously that show up. Thank y'all for all y'all support and always coming and hanging out with us, asking questions, saying things. I don't have everyone's link in the description, but y'all are welcome to put it in the comments if y'all want to. But their main Instagram is in the description, so you can go follow them, and I'm sure you can find their tags anywhere in there. But nonetheless, what's up?
I was gonna say, if you can't find a couple of the members have had problems with their tags. So just normally there's a pretty common HSA, then their name and their number. So
all right, cool. Well, hopefully everybody comes follow y'all. I'm looking forward to meeting some of y'all in April. It's gonna be really exciting. Y'all already got me pumped about all this. We're hyped about it. But again, I really do appreciate y'all. And Houdini, Nanu, bro. I love you to death.
Much love, man.
So I'm assuming I'll see you probably in April too, because what is this, March?
Yep.
Oh shit, that's coming up fast.
Yes, sir.
When I sit here and think about it, I was like, damn, that's coming up fast. That's in a few weeks. Wow. Oh man, I gotta get my shit together.
Strap your boots in.
I gotta get my shit together.
Yeah, I just got done repacking all my stuff. I just now figured out I gotta replace my pads, which I'll do tomorrow, and I'm pretty much ready, man.
It's like 3 weeks out. That's exciting.
Repacks now. Make sure you're ready to go. I'm not fixing any guns this time.
Bring them back up so they know you. They know they work. But y'all in the chat, man, we'll catch y'all on the next one. If you didn't see this one, feel free to start it over once it comes back up. It'll be back up here in a few minutes. Thank y'all in the chat.